Engage. Any suggestions, number one?
I'm sorry, Captain, I don't...
Mr. Data, any suggestions?
I suggest we...
Warp engines unable to sustain current speed. Reducing speed to maximum warp.
Engage.
Warning. Entering the neutral zone.
Captain, I've been studying our records of one of the Chodak devices we found on Horse 3. It appears to have been designed to measure the period of a pulsar for use as a standard of time.
Translating Chodak time units would be a major breakthrough. It will give us a better understanding.
Unfortunately, the Zatarnis Nebula has expanded since the Chodak abandoned the station. The nebula now completely obscures the pulsar.
The nebula grew that quickly?
The Zatarnis Nebula is one of the youngest celestial bodies in the galaxy.
Are there observations of a pulsar in that region of space?
None in Federation records, but the Chodak star chart does contain a pulsar at the proper coordinates.
Can we observe the pulsar ourselves?
The pulsar is on the far side of the nebula. It cannot be observed from anywhere within Federation space.
Does it have a name? We should be sure a science vessel is sent to observe it.
The Chodak chart refers to it as the Gambara pulsar. It lies in unexplored space near the Romulan border.
God, I
Entering
hope this
Federation
continues
space.
working.
Warning. Entering the neutral zone.
Helm, standard orbit.
Captain's log, we have arrived at the planet Alanor, where we hope to find information about the Unity device, a legendary superweapon created by the ancient Chodak. Although we've managed to travel deep into the neutral zone without being challenged, I feel certain that an encounter with the Romulans is only a matter of time.
We have completed our scan of the planet. The surface is heavily damaged and radiation levels are high, possibly the result of war in the distant past.
Are there any life signs?
No, sir, but we have detected an extensive network of caverns below
Please
the
be
surface.
fixed. Please
We
be
are picking
fixed.
up Cochrane field emissions from one of the chambers.
Please be fixed.
Is it a natural phenomenon?
I do not believe so. The field is exhibiting a binary modulation pattern, which may imply some form of computer in operation.
Sounds like a good place to begin a search.
Sir, many of the caverns are heavily shielded. Our comm systems and transporters will be unable to penetrate them. The nearest beam-in point is more than 3 kilometers from the Cochrane field source.
Then that will have to be close enough. I'll lead the away team myself.
Captain, we have no idea what...
Number one, we have no choice. The Unity device, if it exists, could be a weapon of incredibly destructive power. We must learn what it is and what it can do. My knowledge of the Chodak could be vital to the success of our mission.
All right, sir. I'll assemble an away team.
Make it so.
Beam down coordinates selected.
Can you locate the source of the Cochrane
Oh
field
crap,
the
I
ship
remember
senses
this.
detected?
The Cochrane field source lies in this direction.
If the source of the Cochrane field emissions is truly an operational computer, there's no telling what we might learn.
I just hope there's enough information to allow us to find the Unity device.
We believe that the Chodak used drones for many purposes. I don't know what to make of these readings.
Something may be interfering.
I don't know what to make of...
Something may be interfering.
Readings indicate that these are the remains of a Romulan.
The device on the derelict drone looks interesting.
We certainly can't go that. I've recorded the information for... I don't read anything unusual. The seal is composed of a softer material than the grill. Phaser setting 8 should vaporize the metal seals on the grill. It seems designed to freeze logic circuitry.
Welcome to Eleanor. Do you have anything to declare? Please note that the Emergency War Act is in effect.
I wonder if this drone knows that more than 900,000 years have passed since its creators became extinct.
The device on the derelict...
The importation of...
I think... The phaser had no effect. phaser had no... The phaser had no effect. We may need to increase the... This passage is taking us farther away from the... What do you think of Chodak technology, Geordie?
It's a curious combination, Captain.
What do you mean?
Well, a lot of this stuff looks pretty dated by Federation standards. Other things are so advanced, I can't even guess what they're for.
The atmosphere is normal. It seems to be connected to a wider network of computer systems.
Oh hell. This dude's gonna die, I can feel it.
I'd like to take a closer look at those panels.
We're really in the bowels of this planet.
Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna die. Definitely.
This... There. Line entry F could be us accessing this panel.
The unscheduled arrival at line D is probably our arrival.
Exactly. Then Sentry AA3-G must be that derelict drone.
Let's go back to the first page of entries. Line 6 must be the Romulans' arrival.
It looks like they used the transporter and then returned to the arrival area.
Perhaps they destroyed the main transporter to prevent anyone else from finding any information about the Unity device.
It looks as if the Romulans landed a shuttle in some kind of landing dock as well as beaming in. I wonder why. It's a control panel. It's a control panel. It's a control panel. It's a piece of thin metal sheet.
There's nothing out of the ordinary here.
I'm not sure what it is, but it looks useful.
For failure to comply with the instructions, implementing
Captain Picard is injured. It didn't work. I don't think it'll bother us for the moment.
It detects the drones.
If we hope to learn anything valuable about the Chodak, we should examine everything we find very closely.
I don't see anything special. We might be able to program the Chodak isolinear rod to activate. There. It's a control panel. It's a control panel.
That wasn't supposed to happen. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Alright. Let's restart again.
Beam down coordinates selected.
Can you locate the source of the Cochrane field the ship's sensors detected?
The Cochrane field source lies in this direction.
If the source of the
I just hope there's an...
This passage is taking... What do you think of Chodak technology?
It's a curious...
What do you mean?
Well, other than... We might be able to program the Chodak isolinear rod to activate this panel. There. That should do it. Line entry F.
The unscheduled arrival...
Exactly.
Let's go lines.
It looks...
Perhaps they destroyed them.
It looks as if the... It's a control... It's a control panel. It's a control panel. It's a control panel. It's a control panel. It's not armed and it's carrying tools. I'd say it was a maintenance drone. It looks like it's functioning normally.
The large drone appears to be repairing the smaller one.
I noticed an infrared flash transmitted between the two drones. I think it might have been some kind of deactivation signal.
We could attempt to duplicate the pulse with the tricorder's output synthesizer.
And that might allow us to turn the drones on and off ourselves.
Interesting. The system works by separating the factors of a fifth-order hyperbolic equation and...
Data?
Yes, Captain.
It did not work. It seems designed to freeze logic circuitry. It appears to sense the... It seems designed... I cannot use...
The tricorder hasn't registered any transmissions between the drone and the door.
It's closed. It appears to sense the approach of... It's closed. Try using the logic inhibitor on the door circuits. It worked. We should leave the logic inhibitor here to prevent...
There. That's it. This apparatus must be designed to recharge the maintenance drones.
We'll have to return to the Enterprise for assistance.
Captain, our long-range sensors are...
Could it be a... That is the... If we are traveling at maximum warp...
We can't afford to leave.
Crusher to Picard.
Good. We've got to get back.
Beam down coordinates selected.
The floor panel is connected to the capacitor. I cannot use...
Who are you? Where is your master?
Speak.
I am Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the Starship Enterprise. I have full authority to represent the Federation.
Please follow me, sir. Our master will want to speak with you. Follow me, please.
I see we have unexpected guests.
Can you not see that...
Our master...
Greetings. Please do not be alarmed. Our intentions are peaceful.
Visitors are not shunned. Who are you?
I am Captain Picard of the USS Enterprise. I represent the United Federation of Planets. How did you get here? We detected no other ships in the system.
We have always been here. We are the caretakers of this planet.
Caretakers? We thought this planet was abandoned long ago.
We are the descendants of those who survived the Civil War.
You are Chodak?
You have heard of us. What is the purpose of your visit?
We are trying to find out why 2 fleets have invaded Federation space.
Whose fleets are they?
One fleet is Romulan. The other fleet belongs to a civilization we have never encountered before.
Their aim is not conquest?
They only attacked when they ran directly into our defenses. Their goal appears to be in the unexplored space beyond the Federation.
So, what do you hope to find here, when these fleets are on the other side of the Federation?
The evidence we have found so far indicates that they are seeking an ancient weapon, possibly built by your ancestors.
In my pupil stage, I heard tales of a device built eons ago. These legends claimed that the device gave our ancestors almost godlike powers. Now suppose such a device truly exists. What makes your Federation worthy to possess it?
We only want to prevent such a powerful device from falling into the wrong hands.
Yes, that would unfalsely be a calamity.
Do you know where the main computer center is? We found a remote terminal, but the data link was damaged.
There is a working computer in the Hall of Records, but we do not have the proper encryption rod to access the data.
We have not found any such rods, but this Hall of Records you mentioned would seem an excellent place to begin our research.
The historical archives are stored in a computer, and there is no way to access the data without an encryption rod.
We have expertise in data encryption. Perhaps we can extract the data without a rod.
It is not unworthy of a try. Please follow my optimators to the Hall of Records.
I am familiar with all known encryption techniques.
Yes, your drone could be useful.
No need to trouble yourselves if you'll just point us in the right direction.
I cannot let you wander unguided. The way to the Hall of Records is not direct, and there are many hazards.
We can look after ourselves, I assure you.
As you wish.
tricorder scan did... Do not move. It is a directed and... These lights appear to be passive sensors. The security devices are apparently... The security... There could be a frequency window in the protective energy shield through which the sensors receive input. If we tune our phasers to the
Make it so.
The security... There is a frequency window in this... The security... I do not believe that will work. Computer, search subject. Unity device. This chart might contain the location of the Unity device.
So, you have an... Oh, let me introduce myself properly. I am Admiral Broadnack, Master of the 9 Challenges, bearer of the 15th shell of the Chodak Empire, Commander-in-Chief of the Chodak Starfleet. Thank you for saving me a great deal of time. If they cause any trouble, eliminate them.
Yes, sir.
Transfer and... Now, play...
From the time the first Chodak grub made his fateful journey to the beauty and freedom of a new shell, to the first Chodak in space, to the building of our great empire, no achievement compares to the creation of the Unity device, the culmination of 650 years of research, development, and construction. The Unity device opens up the path to a bright and happy future for all Chodaks.
It's really quite simple. We de-randomize a quanta of subspace. The resulting predictability is then cascaded to a usable volume with a positive feedback loop. At that point, the hyperwarp accelerator speeds this quanta all the way to warp 17. At that point, of course, the quanta is exactly as large as the universe. It then takes only a minute change in subspace to affect a large and predictable change in real space.
The Unity device is already being used to make the universe a better place for Chodaks. It has pacified regions of the Empire facing civil unrest. It has prompted many other races out of ignorance and into full second-class membership in the Empire. The Unity device, newest wonder of the universe, paving the way to a better and brighter future.
Such power, and it was thrown away. Ages ago, a group of rebellious scientists sent it into the future, claiming it should only be used for celestial engineering. Now the time of its return is near. With the ancient star charts from this computer, we can pinpoint exactly when and where the Unity device will reappear. Goodbye. I feel that in the short time we have been together, I have grown almost fond of your species. We will meet again, soon. Perhaps your Federation will qualify for second-class membership in the new Chodak Empire.
It appears that the panel has malfunctioned. It is still active, even though the rod has been removed.
My fellow Chodak, I represent a group of concerned scientists who have seized control of the Unity device to prevent further abuse of its powers. Many of you will doubt our motives, but what we do for the Chodak race. We shall not judge our bureaucrats and admirals too harshly, though their acts threaten the existence of the universe itself. Their minds were insufficient to grasp the danger they caused. We are taking the device to a place in time where they will never be able to reach it. Every 456,000 Balchaks, the device will reappear in the normal space-time continuum. Once the Chodak race has developed the necessary intelligence and wisdom, it can reclaim the device. Gut Gimlash out.
Without the chart erased by the Chodak, it might not be... The Chodak are no longer here.
They took the isolinear rod and rod programmer with them.
I'm still not sure what this
The Unity device file made it out to be a virtual wish machine.
It appeared. At least we know the Chodak aren't too far ahead of us.
Why the delay, Optimator 1?
Sir, the security rod is...
We must leave.
But...
Now.
Yes, sir.
It is a control panel.
Wait just a minute.
What is it?
The Wrinkle is one of the ships on the schedule. Wasn't it also mentioned in the Chodak log we were given on Frigis?
You are correct. It appears likely that one of the Wrinkle's destinations on this schedule is the Unity device.
The files in the Hall of Records said that the Unity device was in the Dar-Nogel sector. That's listed here too.
A time regression analysis using the Chodak chart from Horst 3 might reveal the current positions of the star systems on this schedule.
Beam us up.
Data, I want you to run a full analysis on the information
Another
we
battle
discovered
coming
on the
up.
planet.
Great.
The analysis is all...
Sir, a ship was detected leaving the planet's surface. It matches the description of the alien ships that recently invaded Federation space.
Then there's no doubt left. The ancient Chodak have returned in force to reclaim their Unity device.
Can we intercept the Chodak ship?
They are already out of sensor.
It is undoubtedly headed for the Unity device. Send its last known heading to stop.
Aye, sir. Captain, our long-range sensors are picking up a sporadic gamma particle.
Could it be a cloak?
That is the most...
If we assume it's...
It will enter the system in a...
We've got to get out of here.
You're right, number. Engage. Data, how is your
We still do not have sufficient...
What information are we missing?
Using the Chodak star chart we discovered on Horst 3, I was able to locate all the stars listed on the space liner schedule. However, neither the Unity device nor the Darnogel sector are listed in the chart.
Can you use the transit times listed in the schedule to triangulate the location of the device from the stars whose positions we do know?
We do not have any way to translate the Chodak time system.
But we could at least limit...
Without a better translation of Chodak time units, we can only limit the area of search to a radius of 3 sectors.
That could be anywhere in the Zatanis Nebula. It would take months to search that volume of space.
Warning. Entering the neutral zone. Entering Federation space.
Mr. Data, give me a scan.
Scanning. Sensors report no unusual activity, sir. All spatial...
What are your orders, Captain?
I should like to...
A measurement of the Gambara pulsar should yield sufficient information to translate Chodak time units.
And then we could use the information from the Chodak schedule to triangulate the location of the Unity device.
Precisely.
Laying a course for the Engage.
Warp engines unable to sustain current speed. Reducing speed to maximum warp.
Engage.
Warning. Entering the neutral zone. Entering Federation space. Warning. Entering nebula. Warning. Black hole.
Damage to the sensor array.
Captain, we have cleared the nebula.
On screen.
I do not believe that...
Why not?
There is no pulsar at these coordinates. The only stellar object in...
Did we misinterpret the Chodak?
Our calculations were correct.
The pulsar must have collapsed into a black hole sometime after the Chodak race disappeared.
That appears to be the case. However, according to sensors, the collapse occurred quite recently, approximately 30 years ago.
We need that pulsar.
It looks like we're 30...
Mr. Data, do you have any suggestions?
Perhaps. Near certain singularities, the time-space continuum folds back.
That's nice in theory.
We could execute a tight parabolic trajectory around the singularity. The slingshot effect would accelerate it.
Will the ship's structure be able...
I believe so. However, there are too many variables to accurately compute a probability.
All right, Data.
Admiral's log, Stardate 4.
Wait, just the ring.
You are...
The files in the Hall of...
A time regression analysis...
There.
Computer, search... This start...
So, you have... Oh. If they...
This is...
Transfer and erase. Now, play the unit... Such power with...
Lieutenant Commander fascinating. The Chodak are gone.
Why the delay?
Sir, this is...
We must...
But...
Now!
Yes, sir.
It's a control.
Beam us up.
Data, I want you to run a full...
The analysis is all...
Sir, a ship...
Then there's...
Can we enter?
They are all...
It is undoubtedly headed for the Unity device.
Aye, sir. Captain, our long-range sensors are picking up a sporadic...
Could it be... That is the...
If we assume
It will enter...
we've got to get out.
You're right, number. Engage.
Shall I lay in a course to the...
All right, Data. Engage.
Entering Federation space. Warp engines unable to sustain current speed. Reducing speed to maximum warp.
Engage.
Captain, I'm still a little uncertain as to the original.
It seems to have been a tool,
We've done our own
not just creating the device.
With all that power, I wonder what went wrong.
A group of Chodak scientists rebelled against their empire. They disagreed with the use of the device as a tool for political and military gain. They seized control and somehow sent it into the future.
time travel. Is there anything this device can't do?
Warning. Entering nebula.
Captain, our sensors are picking...
On screen. Analysis?
It is extremely large. Approximately 314 million kilometers in diameter. Material composition, unknown.
That's incredible. Could it be a Dyson sphere?
I don't think so. I believe we found the Unity device. Take us in, number one.
So close to the end. So close. Yay. Hallelujah.
Sensors are unable to penetrate the device structure, but gravimetric analysis indicates that it is probably hollow.
Can you find a suitable location to beam an away team into the device?
Sir, I do not advise using the transporter.
Why not?
The device does not fully exist in this time continuum. The temporal boundary surrounding the device would disrupt our transporter signal.
Keep searching. There must be some way into the device.
The sensors are also picking up a large quantity of debris around the device, as well as significant residual radiation.
The debris appears to be the remnants of several Romulan and Chodak vessels, possibly the result of a battle. I do not detect any survivors in the vicinity. The Geridian warbird is uncloaking. It is the Asurum. We are being hailed.
On screen.
Greetings, Captain Picard.
Captain Pentara, it appears that the Romulan and Chodak fleets have destroyed each other.
Not exactly. From what I've managed to piece together, it seems that when the two fleets began shooting, it triggered the Unity device's defenses, which destroyed them both. I suspect that anyone foolish enough to discharge their weapons near the device would suffer the same fate.
Then it appears that we both have incentives for peace. How is the situation back on Garid?
Not good. Revolutionaries have seized control of Garid in the name of the Fifth Scroll. Anyone who questions their actions is executed as an enemy of the people. I wish I'd never set my eyes on that miserable parchment.
So, what are your intentions here?
I intend to win the Unity device for Garid. It will take a miracle to restore order to my world. Perhaps this device can supply one.
Mr. Data, any
I suggest we contact Starfleet, Captain.
Admiral Williams here.
I'd like to...
Of course. Your orders are to locate the Unity device. If you can't recover the device yourself, you are ordered to disable or destroy it. Under no circumstances should you allow the Romulans or Chodak to control it.
What is the...
It now appears that the Romulans and present-day Chodak are searching for the Unity device in the Zeta...
Picard out. Any suggestions, number one?
I'm sorry, Captain, I don't...
Mr. Worf, your analysis.
Captain, we should...
Counselor, do you have any...
I'm sorry, Captain, but I...
Captain, vessel approaching bearing 161...
Shields up!
We are being...
On screen.
Well, Captain Picard, you humans are more resourceful than you appear.
The Dreadnought is arming weapons. They have locked onto us. They are closing.
Evasive maneuvers.
They did not fire. I do not understand. Sensors indicate that their systems are functioning normally.
I sense hostility.
Were they bluffing? Trying to get us to fire first?
Mr. Data.
I suggest...
Counselor, do you have any...
I'm sorry, Captain.
Mr. Worf.
Captain.
Captain, the transmission is opening a large...
The Dreadnought has launched a shuttlecraft. The Garidian vessel is all...
Mr. Worf, assemble a security team and meet me in Shuttle Bay 3. Data, you're with me.
Captain, I must...
I know what you're going to say, Will, but I'm not going to stay here and let those people decide the fate of the Federation for us.
Understood, sir.
Sir, according to the ship's sensor reports, both the Garidian and the Chodak shuttlecraft landed nearby.
I see no signs of either landing.
We'll have to...
Stop. That circle on the floor looks suspect.
You are correct. The pad is the focal point of a transporter. Anyone...
I should go first in case...
What is the rest of my team?
Welcome, Jean-Luc Picard, chosen representative of the United Federation of Planets. You have done well so far. If you prove yourself worthy in these final tests, the Unity device will be yours.
Who are you?
I have examined.
Captain Picard?
What do you know?
The Chodak rebels who sent the Unity device into the future set up a number of tests to ensure that whoever found the device was worthy of its power.
It appears...
Neither the...
We shall see.
For the moment.
Where is my...
We don't know.
Their fates are insignificant.
If they have died, at least it was...
This shut...
I would like to know more about the tests we face.
I do not know exactly what form they will take, but trials and tests have always determined rank and position in Chodak society.
How powerful is the Unity device?
It can alter physical reality anywhere in the galaxy.
The wreckage of the Romulan and Chodak fleets clearly demonstrates its potential as a weapon.
Its capabilities are infinitely greater. Theoretically, the Unity device could be used to unmake the galaxy.
Then it would indeed be a catastrophe if it fell into unscrupulous hands.
Unscrupulous or incompetent, even a well-meaning master could wreak havoc with its power.
What do you intend to do with the device, if you should get it?
The ancient Chodak brought this power into the universe, and we accept that responsibility. We will rebuild the Chodak Empire and control the Unity device ourselves.
Garidian society is on the verge of anarchy. It will take something as powerful as the Unity device to restore order. Our need outweighs your fantasy of empire building. And you, Picard?
The Unity device is too powerful for any one race to control. It must be used for the common good. Perhaps its power can help establish a lasting peace between our peoples.
You speak of my fantasies, Pentara. We are about to dock. May the worthiest species prevail. I will check the far door. You two check.
Your words made much sense.
Agreed. Perhaps our governments can share the power of the device. Do not be alarmed, Jean-Luc. Using the power of the Unity device, I have returned from the future to warn you. Do not trust the aliens. They will betray you and take the device for themselves. Take this artifact. It will help.
Picard. Picard.
Yes, let's get on.
We're surrounded by force fields. This is some kind of a trap.
The force field.
What is the test?
This table is the apparatus for the second...
What is this?
It is a test of stamina and cunning given to Chodak youth. It is used to cull the weak and feeble-minded before resources are wasted on them.
How does it work?
You will find out.
That is hardly...
The Chodak have...
If you are truly the most worthy...
It will make your inevitable victory all the more noteworthy.
Very well. When it is your turn, place one or both blocks in the... Then push the...
When will the test begin?
Momentarily.
Give up, Admiral.
Come now, Picard. It is your turn, Captain Pentara.
We will defeat you.
You are both. It is your turn.
You're losing, Admiral.
You don't understand. Membership in our empire would...
I like my species the way it is. Every Garidian will be...
If that's the way... It will be It is your turn.
There must be another...
Such as?
I don't know.
When you figure...
It did not work. The lower air gap is larger than the upper air gap. The force field appears to emanate... You can't win.
You have not.
We will defeat you.
I have sworn, but I have failed.
I have no desire.
But our intention...
Finish him now, while we...
Even if we defeat Brodnak here, the Chodak will still have to be dealt with.
The Unity device will take care of them.
No. Everyone, including...
The thought of untested species using the Unity devices... But there is wisdom in your words.
Good.
How do you intend...
I don't know.
How do we disable...
I don't know. It did not work.
How do you intend...
I don't know. I cannot use... The force field... It did not work.
How do we
I don't know. The lower air gap. The lower air... Fascinating. It did not work. It did not work. It did not work.
How do you intend...
I don't know yet. The table contains the apparatus. It did not work. They're semicircular. They're semi...
How do we disable...
I don't know. That won't help. That won't...
How do you intend...
I don't know yet. The field energy jumps across the air gap to the field emitter. The force field... If I can somehow make the lower air gap smaller, the field energy would jump directly to the common terminal and bypass the field emitter. These blocks from the test are metallic. I cannot use the... I cannot use... The blocks fit. I need all the blocks from the test.
Take them.
Here.
That won't help now. It worked. The field energy has been There, the force field is down.
You humans are resourceful.
Now what? The Unity device...
We're waiting for you. I believe that symbol on...
Use the artifact I get.
Where are you going? I expected better.
I don't
We agreed.
I had assumed...
Compromise isn't always a...
That...
It did not work.
Greetings, aspirants to the Unity device. I am your judge. Before you advance any further, you must each tell me why you deserve the device.
The Unity device was created by the Chodak. It is our birthright.
Whoever controls the device controls the galaxy. The Garidians deserve it as much as anyone else.
I am here to make certain the Unity device is used for the good of all species.
What would you do with the device, Captain Picard?
The Unity device should be used for the good of all.
What do you consider to be the ultimate good?
I don't believe there is one ultimate good, but I do believe that each culture, each individual being has the right to determine what is good for themselves.
What good can the Unity device do for Jean-Luc Picard? Perhaps make up for a father's disapproval, a brother's resentment.
What do you know about my family?
I know all about you. I know a cadet who betrayed the honor code of the Academy.
I know a lifetime of regret for a love thrown away from fear.
I was young. Those were the mistakes of a youth.
What about the mistakes of a man? I know the captain of the Stargazer, his ship destroyed, his dead crew drifting in space.
I did the best I could. It was an unprovoked attack.
The crew of the Stargazer depended on you and paid with their lives. But that was a small matter compared to your betrayals of the Federation.
Betrayals?
What's up? I'm just about at the very end of this. I'm gonna finish it without talking.
I know Locutus of Borg, who oversaw the destruction of 39 Federation starships and their crews. I know a broken man ready to give Gul Madred the secrets of the Federation's defenses. Do you think you can use the Unity device to erase a lifetime of betrayal?
I wouldn't want to. I have never willingly betrayed anyone or anything in my life. I've acknowledged my failures, learned from them, and moved on. That's the best anyone can do. Failure is an inevitable consequence of being human, and I accept that.
Admiral Brodnak, failure is what you fear most, is it not?
I have never failed before today.
Of course, you never failed. You always took the safe, certain path.
I consider that a virtue.
You do not even know what virtue is. As Master of the 9 Challenges, you condemned countless Chodak for the smallest mistake.
Chodak are not allowed to fail.
The challenges were meant to improve the Chodak so that you would be worthy enough to reclaim the Unity device. But instead of mastering yourselves, you merely mastered the challenges. You have wasted 1,000 millennia.
Perhaps we have dealt with form before substance. However, all meaning resides in form. Substance is but chaff.
I cannot even trust my own people to use the Unity device wisely. We must all go together.
You have proven yourselves worthy.
I've literally never got this far. Been almost 30 years since I've played this game. This is the first time I've seen this.
Congratulations. You have proved yourselves worthy of your species. The Unity device is yours.
And now that we've got it, what do we do with it?
We must contact our governments and inform them of our arrangement.
What woman?
Attention. The Unity device has detected the approach of a Borg invasion fleet. Without intervention, it is estimated that the Borg Collective will destroy Federation, Garidian, and Chodak civilizations within 1.2 years. Use the control panel to select a response to this threat.
It did not work.
Destroying their invasion fleet would force them to the negotiating table. As you said, Picard, the Unity device should be used for the good of all, even this Borg race.
Are you mad? The Borg don't negotiate, and they don't give up. You should know that better than anyone, Picard. We have to eradicate them.
It seems that yours is the deciding vote, Picard. What are you doing, Picard? If we are to share power, we must make decisions together.
The Prime Directive of Starfleet prohibits me from interfering with the normal development of any society. The wisdom of that directive has been proven many times.
She's a Garidian. They're an offshoot of the Romulans. Sometime in the past, the Romulans split off from Vulcans, and then the Romulans had another offshoot called the Garidians, and apparently she's a Garidian. It's been so damn long since I played this game, I'd totally forgotten about them. They're B-canon, though. They don't exist in TV and movies.
You have chosen wisely. The Unity device must never again be used to settle petty political disputes. You have proven yourselves worthy. Step forward.
Who are you?
We are the guardians of the device of Unity. We are one with the device.
Are you the Chodak rebels who sent the device into the future?
Yes, and others.
You seem tired.
We are weak at this time and place, but elsewhere in time, we are strong. Each member of our collective identity anchors a span of time. Without these anchors, the space-time continuum would tear apart into isolated fragments of existence. We need one of you to join us, to become one with the device, and establish an anchor in this time.
I will join them. It is my duty.
But we agreed to share power.
There is nothing to share. Our purpose is our own. We do not serve the purposes of others.
What is your purpose?
You could not truly comprehend unless you joined us. Suffice it to say that in many places throughout this galaxy, there are rifts in the fabric of existence. It is our task to mend them and keep existence unified. Broadnack, Admiral, Master of the 9 Challenges, bearer of the 15th shell of the Chodak Empire, are you ready?
I am. Without your help, he who was Broadnack would never have accepted this union. You have our thanks. Farewell.
Captain, are you all right? The rest of the away team were beamed back to the ship hours ago. We're reading a massive energy surge inside the device. It seems to be phasing out of time.
Beam me out of here!
Do we have the captain aboard yet?
Negative. We have lost contact again.
We are encountering temporal distortion waves.
The energy buildup inside the device is critical. If we do not withdraw...
We can't leave without the captain.
Help! Plot an escape course, 50% impulse. Transporter room, keep trying to get a lock on the captain.
Commander, we cannot escape.
Damage reports.
No serious damage. A few minor injuries.
What about the captain?
We were not able to... Sir, I am picking up the captain's communicator signal.
Sensors are reading life signs.
He's okay.
Captain's log, stardate 47205.3. The Enterprise has weathered the temporal distortion caused by the disappearance of the Unity device. All that remains are questions. Brodnak joined the device to enable it to continue its mission, mending rips in the fabric of existence. If he fails, the consequences could be catastrophic, but somehow I feel certain he will prove equal to the task. I can't help but wonder, if someday the Federation is able to create another Unity device, will we also have the wisdom to use it well?
All systems operational, Captain.
Very well. Helm ahead, warp factor 2. Engage.
No, he wasn't trapped, as you see at the end there. He got out. Shit, that was it. It just ended. That was cool. Let's see, go to this screen. Yeah, everyone remembers Mist. Everyone remembers Riven, the sequel to Mist, is what I think the proper name was. Mist is a pain in the ass. I did not have a fucking brain to finish it back in the day. It was too complicated for me. Fucking puzzles and all that shit. I think that's it. Stream's over. The end.